Editing was a major major difficulty because a lot of the things got I don't even know how to begin to describe it, but the easiest way to do so would be to say that there were two programs I used for editing this film. I used Adobe Premiere for probably most of it, and then the other bits of it I used just the generic Windows Movie Maker. The first two Chronicles of the Chronicler films have been done entirely with just Windows Movie Maker. Since then I had done Sam's Comics the movie, and I had used Adobe Premiere 6.0 I think it was, and I had gotten to know that program a little better, and it really gave better picture results, I think. So for Chronicles of the Chroniclers 3 I decided I would use that program too. And with that though came the difficulty that Adobe couldn't process the still photos as well. So the stop action bits of it had to still be edited on Windows Movie Maker, and then the video clips of it had to be put in on Adobe Premiere, and then add the finished product from the Windows Movie Maker bits with all the stop action clips, just splice those all together, and it would come out to be as one. This is the first, really the first movie I've done where I did the visual effects. There were some visual effects in Sam's Comics, but they were all edited by Carl Moore. He kind of taught me a little bit how to do VFX, and I learned some more from like watching Freddie Wong tutorials, but really none of that helped me a whole lot because they were using advanced programs and I was using Adobe Premiere 6.0, which was new in 2002. So I had to just kind of figure it out on my own based on the programs that I had. Got a whole bunch of stock footage of like explosions and stuff like that off of the internet and just fooled around with it until I got something that I could work with on this program. It wasn't particularly easy, and I didn't learn that I could actually do it until probably halfway through production, because in the script there was going to be this scene where Tahu fights Arakshi in the ruins of Takoro. Filming it, I had not yet learned how to do visual effects, so that scene actually got cut from production. But once I actually learned I could do VFX, then I went back and filmed it anyway. Not exactly the same way it happened in the script, but just as a short little sequence, really just to test to see how good it was going to look with all my VFX. And thankfully it looked good enough that I just stuck it in the film anyway, the way it was. And so that really showed me too that it's not enough that you have VFX if the footage behind the VFX doesn't look like you have VFX, because I don't have the capability within the program to like adjust, say there's fire. I don't have the ability to just adjust the fire, the lighting behind the actual clip to make it look like there's flickering lights from the flame. So I discovered that I had to do that practically on set and then add the flames in later. So basically for the effect with all the lighting, what you do, I'm going to demonstrate by showing you on this television screen. For things like the lightning effects or the explosion effects, what you basically do is you just get a flashlight and you just shine it all over like this. A really basic effect, and it's not a very complicated one either. For fire effect, I found out it's actually more effective if you point it at the ground, which is because the fire would be down here. So you just want a flickering fire, or another way to do flickering fire is to point it like that and then just go like this with your hands to make it kind of look like it's flickering, like it's fire. That's basically a cheap trick and a basic effect. All in all, this was a pretty darn challenging edit to do, but in the long run I think it's worth it, and I learned a lot more things that I wish I had known a year or 2 years ago. Could have been making much more better movies sooner, and yeah, I'm gonna end the video on that note. Say, like, if you wanted to, if he'll hold his arms up, which he won't,